Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
It's Young off play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Rico Dowdle, 65 yards. And the Panthers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Left side complete to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Geno. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
There, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pause red. 33, yellow. Red, yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Red,
It's
cycle.
3rd and 10.
60 red. Ready.
Now Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to Jeanty on 1st down. Good move at the 30. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Chino going to hand it to Jeanty. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll get this out to Jeanty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Panthers 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Drill, 52, black, 95.
The play fake, now Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And a yard at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
They run here with Dowdle. Still going. They can't stop him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, Young. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
Young now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
He did a
down
fine job there of
and
not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ready, ready. 45, white. Drill, green. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. DJ Waddle in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second down.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Smith now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, 60 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Panthers 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
To kick off for the Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
On the double.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's second and 3. Young working out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Hey, we go.
Throwing now is Geno. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
390%. Hey, three on left. Line. Hey, go flip her up.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
390%.
The final shot before break. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Another look. Here we go. 13 there. Middle. Come on,
Smith. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now it's Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught by Tucker. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Trey Tucker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Panthers 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I get that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
After the interception, here's Smith. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson.
A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready?
On the run, it's Dowdle. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this hit across the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
There on the tackle.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Red, 38. set, go.
Now here's Young. Got a man, that's Ligon. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
17. Hut, hut.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's across midfield.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd
Young.
and 5.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Young will set to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Panthers, first down.
Trouble, 38.
1st and 10
Ready?
at the 10-yard line.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Red, hut, hut.
Dowdle. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Set.
At the Raiders.
Looking to throw. Young. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. A pickup of 44 yards.
Geno got a throw.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Open man is Tucker. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go. Here's Genty. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Is a turnover on downs.
Ready, set,
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Dowdle. Room here to run. And they take this out near the 30 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
That
20.
burst good for 20 and a first down.
Panthers
On the ball.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
43 rail, ready.
They go play action. Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. That one complete to Ligon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the give, Genty. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little